With the recent additions of Carl Lawson, Linval Joseph, and Jordan Phillips, it's clear that the Cowboys wanted to add D-line depth. But what does this really mean? In this Mike Zimmer defense, I like to look at these three players as high-end insurance. Let's talk about it. This video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. I'm in beautiful Hawaii. Let's say you're in Hawaii and you want to go to a sporting event, even a concert. It doesn't matter, a baseball game, football game, the University of Hawaii. You can do that using SeatGeek. The thing that I love about SeatGeek is this. They have a rating system for their tickets. So green is good, red is not so good. But all your live event needs, SeatGeek can take care of you guys. And I'm telling you, it's one of the cleanest, most easiest websites to navigate. You guys let me know. Check out the link in the description box. SeatGeek will take care of all your live event needs, concerts, football games, basketball games, MLB, whatever you need, whatever you're having issues with as far as getting to a game, getting tickets for, SeatGeek will take care of you. The first thing that you think about when you talk about all of these three additions is age. Carl Lawson, 29, Jordan Phillips, 31, Linval Joseph, 36, 35, 36. He's been in the league since 2010. Like, I had graduated 3 years early. He's been in the league a long time. The point is, when I say high-end insurance, I mean high-end insurance. Let's talk about this D-line group as a whole, and then we'll talk about their roles. DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Linval Joseph, Jordan Phillips, Osa Odigizua, Marshawn Kneeland, I said Linval Joseph, Carl Lawson, Chauncey Golston, who is an outlier and who is somebody who is definitely a joker, and we're going to talk about him. And, of course, if I didn't already say his name, excuse me, guys, I'm in a different element, so I'm all over the place, Micah Parsons. They're on the screen. You guys see it. The numbers game is real, and I believe that Mike Zimmer has a plan for each of these guys. We're going to throw numbers. Oh, and I forgot Mozzie Smith, and I shouldn't, but second year he hasn't really turned into what he needs to be, and that's okay. We're going to talk about that too. When you think about these guys' roles, first of all, you now have bodies that fit what Mike Zimmer wants to do. Literal body frames that fit what Mike Zimmer wants to do. Jordan Phillips, 6'6", 342. Linval Joseph, 6'4", 329. Okay? Even Carl Lawson has a great build for a defensive end, and we'll talk about him. These guys are going to be a numbers game thrown at the positions to be able to help and rotate and be middle of the roster security, especially to make this defense tick and to keep these linebackers behind them clean. And ultimately, for me, allow Micah Parsons to be able to jack, be able to be the queen, be able to be whatever you want him to be, the joker of this defense. Let's talk about Carl Lawson's role. With Sam Williams getting hurt, it would have been nice to have Sam Williams, Carl Lawson, and Marshawn Kneeland. With Sam Williams getting hurt, Marshawn Kneeland was instantly elevated into a higher snap, higher role, a bigger role. Will he be an air quote starter? Probably not, because Michael will air quote start. D-Law will air quote start at defensive end. But what's going to happen as the game goes on, Marshawn Kneeland is first off the bench. It just is what it is. What will happen though is he will need to be spelled because he's a rookie. We don't know how his conditioning is gonna hold up, how he's gonna hold up physicalness wise in the league. I.e., enter in Carl Lawson. If Carl Lawson can come in, be a chess piece, spell snaps, and even get some sacks, because his last meaningful season was what? 2020. 5 sacks in 2020. He hasn't been much since then, but he still has something. It's just been injuries. Injuries have really derailed him. He was a really good player coming out of Auburn, and he has really good pass rush ability. He just hasn't been available. Now, with less snaps, all you're asking him to do, between him, Marshawn Kneeland, and Chauncey Golston, spell D-Law, allow Micah to move around the formation, and just don't be terrible. Just halfway as good as what Dante Fowler was, and that's a win for Carl Lawson. His career's revived. Jordan Phillips, Linval Joseph. Let's talk about those two in a package. When the Cowboys went and played the Bills last year, they had issues running the ball. Some of that was because Tyler Biadasz just wasn't great power-wise, and some of that was because you had these two big jokers in the middle of the defense, and Tyler Biadasz couldn't move them. Hence why we drafted Cooper Beebe, but hence why you want these two jokers in the middle of your defense so your linebackers can run free. All I remember was there being tackles in the backfield. I remember their safeties being able to come down and make plays. I remember the linebackers coming out making plays. Why? Because of Linval Joseph and Jordan Phillips' size. Jordan Phillips first. He is your Osa Odigizua insurance. That's all he is. 280, 336, or 340, excuse me. 280, 340. You roll the dice one play with Osa, quickness. He has some power, but we know that 280 wears down as the season goes on, i.e., enter in Jordan Phillips. He's a 3-tech. He's not a 1-tech. He's not going to be right over the center. He's going to be in that B gap. He's going to be in that B to C area. He can play both of those in 2-gap. That's what Jordan Phillips is going to do. Linval Joseph, on the other hand, is Justin Rogers and Mozzie Smith insurance. That's what he is going to do. If these guys don't get it right and they can't plug and they can't 2-gap and they can't take on centers, Linval Joseph has done it for 15 years and he is going to. That's their roles. And I think that when we do film, we have to be responsible to the fans and letting them know exactly how said players are going to be used. I want to do this quick video to let you guys know how said players are going to be used. The change-up pitcher and the more interesting one of all of this, Chauncey Golston. What does he give us? He's been used as a 3-tech. He's been used at end. I think that if he can press and stop the run, he'll play more reps, and you may not even need Carl Lawson if you're able to get pass rush like you should. But to me, I'm very excited what the Cowboys have done with this D-line room because if nothing else, it keeps your linebackers clean. It keeps the Marvin Overshown, Maris Luafau, and Eric Kendricks clean. It keeps your joker, which is Micah Parsons, clean. It lets your safeties play safety. They don't have to be down in the box and play linebacker, and it lets your corners play free. I love the additions of these D-linemen. What do you guys think of the additions of these D-linemen? It's your boy Foots as always. Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing. I had to get this one out. I had to do the notes. You guys know I love you. It's your boy Foots.